Hi everyone, and welcome to our channel Consumer Times. Today's topic is something that directly impacts all the consumers. The right to repair. This movement has garnered significant attention globally, aiming to empower consumers with the ability to repair their purchased products rather than being forced to replace them. This movement addresses several concerns, including reducing electronic waste, promoting sustainability, and fostering consumer rights. This video delves into the right to repair in India, exploring its current state, legal framework, and how it compares to international standards. Before we further talk about the main subject on empowering consumers with the right to repair in India and around the world, please like, share, comment, as your comments are very valuable to us. Also comment your reactions and other topics we should talk about, and do not forget to subscribe our channel by clicking subscribe button to motivate us. The right to repair advocates for legislation that mandates manufacturers to provide consumers and independent repair shops access to the necessary tools, parts, and information to repair their devices. This right covers a wide range of products, from electronic devices like smartphones and laptops to household appliances, agricultural equipment, and even automobiles. Historically, manufacturers have kept tight control over the repair process, often requiring consumers to go to authorized service centers. This practice has led to higher repair costs, longer repair times, and, in many cases, consumers opting to replace rather than repair their devices. The right to repair movement challenges the status quo, pushing for more transparency and accessibility in the repair process. India's engagement with the right to repair movement is relatively recent but growing rapidly. The Indian government has recognized the need for such a framework, particularly in light of the country's growing e-waste problem. India is one of the world's largest producers of electronic waste, and a significant portion of this waste comes from devices that could have been repaired. In July 2022, the Indian government formed a committee under the Department of Consumer Affairs to develop a framework for the right to repair. The committee's focus areas include electronics, consumer durables, automobiles, and agricultural equipment. The framework aims to reduce e-waste, promote sustainability, and ensure that consumers have more control over their purchases. One of the critical aspects of the proposed framework is the requirement for manufacturers to provide repair manuals, spare parts, and tools to consumers and independent repair shops. Additionally, the framework seeks to prevent manufacturers from using tactics like voiding warranties if a device is repaired outside of an authorized service center. Legal framework in India is created currently. India does not have specific legislation dedicated to the right to repair. However, several existing laws indirectly support the movement. The Consumer Protection Act, 2019, for instance, emphasizes the protection of consumer rights, including the right to be informed and the right to choose. These provisions could be interpreted to support the right to repair, as they empower consumers to make informed decisions about repairing their devices. The E-Waste Management Rules, 2016, also align with the objectives of the right to repair movement. These rules mandate that manufacturers take responsibility for the proper disposal of e-waste and encourage the recycling and reuse of electronic devices. By promoting repairability, the right to repair framework could complement these rules by reducing the amount of e-waste generated in the first place. The challenges in India are: despite the positive steps taken by the Indian government, several challenges remain in implementing a robust right to repair framework. One of the primary challenges is the lack of awareness among consumers about their rights and the benefits of repairing their devices. Many consumers still prefer to replace their devices rather than repair them, often due to a lack of trust in independent repair services or the perceived inconvenience of the repair process. Another challenge is the resistance from manufacturers. Many manufacturers argue that providing access to repair tools and parts could compromise the quality and safety of repairs. They also express concerns about intellectual property rights, as providing repair manuals and schematics could expose proprietary information. The international perspective on the right to repair movement has gained significant traction in several countries, particularly in the European Union, EU, and the United States. These regions have made substantial progress in enacting legislation that supports the right to repair. The EU has been at the forefront of the right to repair movement. In 2021, the European Parliament approved a resolution calling for right to repair to be included in EU consumer rights legislation. This resolution was part of the broader Circular Economy Action Plan, which aims to make sustainable products the norm in the EU and reduce environmental impact. Under this plan, manufacturers of electronic devices and household appliances are required to make their products more durable and easier to repair. They must also provide access to spare parts and repair information for at least 10 years after the product's launch. The EU's right to repair laws also include requirements for software updates, ensuring that devices remain functional and secure for longer periods. In the United States, the right to repair movement has faced significant opposition from major technology companies, but progress is being made at the state level. Several states, including New York, Massachusetts, and Minnesota, have introduced or passed right to repair legislation. These laws typically require manufacturers to provide consumers and independent repair shops with access to repair tools, parts, and documentation. The Federal Trade Commission, FTC, has also taken a more active role in supporting the right to repair. In 2021, the FTC released a report highlighting the barriers to repair and the negative impact of restrictive repair practices on consumers and small businesses. The report recommended that Congress and state legislatures consider enacting laws that would promote the right to repair. When comparing India's right to repair movement to those in the EU and the US, several differences and similarities emerge. One significant difference is the stage of development. While the EU and US have already enacted or proposed legislation, India is still in the early stages of developing its framework. However, there are also notable similarities. Like in the EU and US, the Indian right to repair movement faces resistance from manufacturers concerned about the implications for intellectual property and product safety. Additionally, all three regions share common goals, such as reducing e-waste, promoting sustainability, and empowering consumers. The future of the right to repair in India looks promising, but it will require sustained effort from both the government and civil society to realize its full potential. The Indian government's initiative to form a committee and develop a framework is a positive step, but this must be followed by concrete legislation that enforces the right to repair. Awareness campaigns will be crucial in educating consumers about their rights and the benefits of repairing their devices. Additionally, collaborations between the government, consumer rights organizations, and independent repair shops could help build a robust ecosystem that supports the right to repair. Now we conclude the right to repair is a vital component of the broader movement towards sustainability and consumer empowerment. In India, the movement is still in its nascent stages, but with the right legal framework and consumer awareness, it has the potential to bring about significant positive change. By learning from the experiences of the EU and the US, India can develop a right to repair framework that not only reduces e-waste but also strengthens consumer rights and promotes a more sustainable economy. Thanks a lot for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to comment, which are very valuable to us, and also please do not forget press subscribe button to motivate us.